Hey, what's going on, guys? How you doing? How you doing? We do. Hey, I'm starting the live now. Can you help with likes and all that or no? It's okay if you can't. Hey, Mama Jean, I'm gonna look into that after the live, okay? I just had a chance. I literally just became free today, so I'm gonna look at everything you sent me and yeah, get into it, okay? Promise. You're first on my list. First on my list. Thank you so much for the likes. We're technically going to get started. Trucker Dude, welcome in. We're technically going to get started in 20 minutes. I'm just coming in early to kind of get it going. We're going to talk about level 8 autonomous today, or not autonomous, but level 8 inspections from the side of the road. Okay. So, yeah, that's what we're doing. How's everybody doing today? I hope you're all doing well. Uh, we are going to get better and better real soon here. We are hiring agents, Mama Jean, to help us out with our shadow ban because it's ridiculous. You speak truth, you speak justice, and you speak for the not for the people, but um, you speak to help people, and you become shadow banned. It's just an evil world we live in, and we have to fight it with. We need a team of people to fight it with. Again, we're going to talk about level 8. What is it called? Operation test of in motion CMV inspections, level 8 inspections. They're rolling out with very soon. Hey, thank you, Matthew. Thank you for the heart me. Welcome to the team. Appreciate it, brother. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Like I said, we're going to get started in 20 minutes. Yeah, they tried, Mama Jean. That's right. We really need your help because we're just sick of it. I'm actually going to start spending some serious money to fight it because I'm so sick of it. Welcome to the team, Mom Jean. Thank you. I'm so sick of the corruption. I'm sick of evil winning, and it's time that good people doing the right thing, doing the selfless thing for other people, for the middle class, for the patriots of America. It's time that we all band together. We get rid of this evil in the world, these corporate giants, these global elite, and the government that are screwing all of our lives. And not all of them are bad, right? This is kind of how I look at it. Like the middle class and poor people, I think 90% of all of us are good people, basically, and only 10% are bad. But Grumpy, thank you for the heart me. Welcome to the team. But when it comes to the global elites, corporate giants, and the government, my belief is that 90% of them are bad. Oh, a good load just came up. Sorry about that. Um, but on the other spectrum, with the global elites, corporate giants, and the government, my personal belief is that 90% of them are bad and only 10% of them are good. So it's like the flip flop of the middle class and the poor versus the rich, global elites, corporate giants, and the government. So thank you for the share. Good morning, Grumpy. How you doing, brother? Thanks for being here. Hey, Grumpy, Sean and I are actually we're starting a podcast on YouTube as well, similar to Truckin' City. I love Boss Man's, the way he does everything that he does. I'm going to start practicing. We're not going to have we're not going to do a set schedule though. We're just going to do randoms with special guests. So I'm going to be investing a lot of money, get Streamlabs for the year, for the advanced. My link tree, we're putting vinyl on the side of my truck with a QR code to expand the channel and just get it going. Let's get serious about this. We're going to get serious about this. Thanks, everyone, for being here. We're not technically going to get started for another 18 minutes. So if you just want to hang out and BS, or if you have something to go do before the live, it's all good. Thanks for sharing the live, guys. Thanks for the hearts. I appreciate that. Thank you for the taps. Thank you for the comments. You guys know that gets us into the FYP. That's where we're trying to get, right? Grumpy says, have I seen the new video I just launched? I have not, but I will go check it out after this because I'm in Salt Lake and I'm stuck and I doubt I'm going to find a load out of here that's paying anything. So I might have to drive empty out of here quite a bit. We'll see. So I'll check it out, man. What's it about? What is your video about, sir? Let's see. What are we doing here? 1 second, guys. 1 second. Welcome in, everybody on YouTube, Facebook, and X. Welcome in. Thanks for being here. Appreciate you guys. Played American Truck Simulator as a kid. Okay. Over on YouTube, Bowen says, hey, Audrey, how you doing? He says, I played American Truck Driver Simulator when I was a kid. Nice. That's awesome. Well, it's not fun to do it as for a living. That's for sure, brother. It is not fun to do it as well. You know what? No, it is fun. What's not fun is the regulation and the boot on our neck right now. Truck drivers, dude, we're suffering, man. They are screwing our life. There are so many people making money off our hard labor, and enough is enough. So we're fighting back. We're pushing back. We have a team inside of teams of people that we're fighting back. Who's that? Trucking Dude 47. Thank you for the lightning bolt and the rose. Ernest takes trucking. That's awesome, bro. I loved Ernest as a kid. Ernest is the man. Raising Arrows, welcome in. Welcome in. Thanks, everybody, for being here. Again, we're technically not going to get started for another 16 minutes. We're just getting the live going. Today we're going to be talking about level 8 inspections in the trucking industry. The Federal Motor Safety Carrier Administration, they're going to be trying to do level 8s while we're rolling. So I'm not participating in it. It's voluntary. It's going to be voluntary right now. Oh, Sean plays Ernest, Grumpy. That's awesome. Right on. Yeah, so with FMCSA, so it's voluntary right now. They want to, dude, you know what? These people, these Karens, these Richards, they're not going to be happy until they have a bathroom in the toilet, in your bathroom, in your bedroom, in your sleeper. There's going to be like 20 cameras just pointed at every direction. That's when they're happy. And then what they're going to do is they're going to charge you for every little thing, even if you're pretty much perfect. You're going to sneeze and they're going to say, oh, sneezing is only allowed from 4 to 5 p.m. daily. And you sneezed at 10 a.m. That'll be a violation. I promise you, that's what they'll do. Oh, man. These Karen and Richards, bro, I don't get it. I don't get it. Again, everybody, thanks for being here. I really appreciate you guys. Let's see what we got going on here. Bam. We're going to ping this just to get it going, Let's see if this works. Let's just see if it works. Oh, wow. Nice. Thank you, guys. Raising Arrows, thank you for tapping the screen. I appreciate you. You're amazing, as always. Appreciate it. No, don't want to do that. Again, thank you, everybody, for coming in. We're going to technically start the live in 14 minutes. 14 minutes. Grumpy just became the title gifter for 5 times. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that. Thank you. I appreciate it. Let's do this. Nope. We're not going to do that. We're going to do this. Welcome in, Prep. Welcome in, Misfit. We got Misfit in the house. Welcome in. Do, do, do. Okay, why won't this work? Mute, mute, clean. All right, good. Send, bam. Trucking dude, thank you for the heart me and welcome to the team. Welcome to the team. Misfit, thank you for the heart me. Appreciate it, brother. Welcome to the team. Welcome to the team. You guys are awesome. I appreciate the dailies. Um, let's see, what are we doing? Let's see, what do we got? 13 minutes. 13 minutes, and we are going to fire it up. Today, we're talking about level 8 inspections. Going down the highway, you're minding your own business. What does FMCSA do? They want to take a picture. They want to know what your heart rate is. Oh, sorry about that. Sorry about that. Someone called me. They want to know what your heart rate is. They want to know if you're picking your nose. They want to know what you look like. Are you wearing a hat? Are you not wearing a hat? You know, what does everything look like? It's getting to be too much. And you know, if it was actually for safety, we would be for it, right? But it's not about safety. It's about making money. Everything is about making money, and we're getting sick of it. Let's see. Americans stuck to work on trucking companies. The idea of becoming your own boss is very cool, man. Thank you. But it's getting harder and harder, just so you know, Bozo. Bozo off YouTube. It's getting harder and harder, man. The time to push back is now against the global elites, corporate giants, and the government. Just remember, everyone, the government is your employee. All right? They don't tell you what to do. You tell them what to do. The people are the ones that create the laws, not the government. Not here in the USA. So don't fall for it, hook, line, and sinker, please. Discussing upcoming level 8 inspections from the side of the road. That's right. That's right. One sec, past time. We're not bringing up anybody for another, I don't know, probably 15 minutes. We're technically starting to, I'll bring you up after 15 minutes, okay? If that's all right. Unless you got something real quick you want to get off your chest. Uh, I'm just getting the live going. We're calling it a pre-live. It's a pre-live. It's a pre-live. That's right. That's right. Let's see. Ooh, Misfit Trucker became the 53rd fan in the fan club. Right on, brother. Thank you. Appreciate that, man. I really do. Thank you. Murray, welcome in. User 70, welcome in. Hey, user, can't you get a different name? Come on. Come on. User is a little suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Don't. Oh my gosh, we're already almost at 10,000 likes. Thank you, y'all. I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. That's awesome. Let's get it up in the FYP. Thank you, guys. I appreciate all your hard work. Remember, we are a team here, and I really appreciate you guys because I can't do it alone. You know, everybody has a role to play to be a patriot, right? And all I can do is my position. Let's see. Pastime says I just need to be brought up so I can be put back down to get the report. Oh, okay. Let's do it. Bam. Boom, boom, boom. There you are. You're up. You're up.
Hey, you can put me back down now.
All right, man. How you doing today? Good?
It's what it is, man. It is what it is.
We're not going to stop. Don't give up the faith, man. Don't give up the faith. All right? Come on.
Yeah.
All right, man. I'm going to drop you down. See you soon.
All right. Bye.
Later. All right, guys. That's past time for a change. Oh, we're at 10,000 likes. Let's go. Thank you so much, team. You guys are amazing. You guys are great. I love you guys. Let's see. What do we got going on here? What do we got going on here? Yeah. Okay. Woo! There's a money gun. Right on. Thank you so much, trucker dude. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. You're amazing. Thank you, Raising Arrows, for the lightning bolts. Appreciate you. Trucker dude. Thank you. Oh yeah, you're the money guy. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. That'll definitely help push out this live. All right, man. We got 8 minutes. We got 8 minutes. 8 minutes. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much. Raising arrows, whatever that was. Thank you. Thank you. Let's see. Trucker Steve says, "What's up, man? Driving. Wait, what's your 20? My 20 is Ogden, Utah. Over here at the 1-9. And I am stuck, brother. I can't find a load. It's Salt Lake. You know how that goes. So I'm kind of stuck, and we do our lives. These are our scheduled lives that we do anyhow. So yeah. So I just figured I'd come up here early and get the live going. Yeah. So that's my 20. What's your 20, brother? How's it going, everybody on YouTube, Facebook, and X? Appreciate you guys being here. Thank you so much. My name is Vince with Truckers Unite Now. We are going to get started in 8 more minutes. So thanks for being here. Thanks for hanging out. We are live on TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, and X. We do lives every Tuesday morning, 10 a.m., as many of you know. And we do lives on Friday, 5 p.m. Both are Pacific Standard Time. We do what's called our tag event. It's barbecues at the truck stops, wherever we're at. A bunch of us get together. We cook for other truck drivers in the parking lot of wherever we're at. And we just show our love to truck drivers, feed them, talk to them, tell them about WeTheTruckers.com, which is an amazing site. I highly encourage you to, do what you got to do. I'm not allowed to say it on TikTok, so I'm not going to. Trucker Steve says my 20 is LA loading for Seattle. Nice. That's probably a good paying load. Like Louisiana or Los Angeles? I'm assuming you mean Louisiana. Right on, man. That's a good run. That is a good run. Was that 1800, 2000, something like that? Or am I off? Yeah, it's about no, maybe 2200, give or take. It's amazing the more years that go by, it's amazing how smaller the lower 48 states get. Would you all agree? As the years keep going by, everything just gets smaller and smaller. Yeah, Louisiana. I thought so, Steve. Yep. Right on, man. That's a good load. Good for you. I'm glad. Can join from Canada. Right on, man. What do you mean, can you join? Can you join the live, or what do you mean? Ammon. What you mean? What you mean, Jelly Bean? All right, everybody, we got 6 minutes. 6 minutes, T minus 6 minutes. It is getting hot out here. I don't know how hot it is. I think I turned on my engine to post the videos for the day. I had to turn on my truck, run the truck, and turn on the AC to cool down my phone. When you're posting to 7 different social media platforms, you tend to have to do that. What's this? Oh, this cute seal. Oh, right on. Cute seal sent by Gabe and Nelly. Thank you, y'all. Appreciate that, kiddos. Let's see. Telly's DCB says, hey, how are you? I'm good. Thanks for asking. How are you? So much. Let's see. Trucker Steve says, so much is changing in the industry. It's getting wild. It is, brother. That's how we became formed. Truckers Unite Now. That's how we became formed. That's how we, the truckers, started. I Drive for Change started. We're just a bunch of truckers just getting involved, pushing back because we're sick of it, man. We're sick of our life being the way it is. Thank you for the heart, me, raising arrows, and welcome to the team. Welcome to Z Team. Welcome to Z Team. Thank you for the lightning bolts. Yep, fuel is crazy high. Dude, everything's too high, man. Our American dream is circling the drain. That's how we got started. We're just tired of it, man. You know, the American dream is for the person that puts in the hard work, not the smartest person that figures out ways to take advantage of everybody. That is not the American dream. Okay? Yes, we're a capitalist society. Yes, we are a free market. But what about your morals? What about your values? Are you okay with hiring cheap labor from other countries instead of hiring American citizens? Because if you are, yeah, it's legal, but you're a cockroach to me and to our team because it's about America. All right. Teddy says, or Telly, sorry. Telly says, what can we do? Oh, buddy, what can we do? Well, you can get involved. You can write your congressmen, your senators. You can show up to their offices, to their staff, get meetings with them, call them, tell them how you feel. You can write letters. You can get involved with us. You can get involved with other advocacy groups. I mean, I personally, I don't see why every American doesn't just stop working and like push back, because we're the ones with the actual power. You are more powerful than Donald Trump. It's just we've been programmed with all the media and the BS to think that we're not powerful, but we are. The individual citizen is what's powerful. We're the ones that create laws, rules, policies, all that. So you gotta push back, dude, somehow, some way. That's what we can do. Just know that you are way more powerful than you've been programmed to think. That's what you can do. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. Randy says, I preached about unity for the 10 years I drove. Truckers could stop this country in its tracks. Bam! Right there. Right there. And I'm assuming you probably got exhausted, right? I've been doing it for a year, brother, and I want to give up all the time, but I can't. I can't give up on myself, my God, my family, my country. I can't give up. Past time for a change. He's been doing it for 12 years. He's exhausted. We're all exhausted, man. We need people. That's what we need. We all need to band together in unity, in sync, and push back. And we can get anything done. He is absolutely right. I got tired. Randy says, I got tired of the regs and the pay. Yeah, it's bullshit, dude. The pay is a joke. And now look at how the government is saying, oh, veterans, it's one of the highest paying jobs. Yeah. Who makes 100 grand in the trucking industry? Not many. Most make like 60, 70. And is 100 even a lot of money? Like, let's be honest. Dude, we all need like 250, 300,000 a year to sell your life to this industry. All the sacrifices, leaving your family, losing your life at the average age of 61 years old as an American truck driver. Your job is 7 times more dangerous than any other profession. Or sorry, 7 times more dangerous than law enforcement. Yeah, we should be getting paid like 300 grand. Company net, company net should be like 300 grand a year, in my opinion. Living out here, it's ridiculous. Randy says, I made 70 at my highest. Dude, that is such an insult, bro. For running the American economy, for wearing an invisible cape, all the sacrifices you made, all the hot nights, the freezing nights, all the sitting on, destroying your body, sacrificing, leaving your family. Hi, Jennifer. Thanks for coming in. Man, 70K, what an insult. I mean, I get it. That's like average, right? I think that's probably good for the industry standard, but the industry standard is bullshit. We should be, dude, do you know you lose 40 grand a year just on loading and unloading? Why is it a two hour average? Oh, we're at 11 o'clock. All right, let's get started. Ah, all righty then. Hello and welcome to Truckers Unite Now. My name is Vince and I'm a freelance journalist in America, an American commercial truck driver advocate, here to serve you. Co-hosting with me is Sean from Trucking the USA Today. You can find that on Facebook, and I Drive for Change on WeTheTruckers.com. You can find us both at WeTheTruckers.com, a great website for you to find trucking advocates, books, music, bills throughout the government, and more. And there's a cool little thing called the Truck Stop or the Truck Spot, where you can put your pin for your domicile where you're at. It's just a bunch of us showing all over the USA where we're at. There's a little bio in there. You can say, a little bit about yourself, and you can just read what truck drivers are on there. It's pretty cool. It's all free. None of us are about money here. We are genuine truck drivers that care about the industry. We care about our country. We care about our families, and we're just trying to do better for everybody. That's all we're doing. On this live, we strive hard to be critical thinkers, trust but verify, and facts over feelings, and bring great conversation about the trucking industry. Before we get started, we would like to take a minute to tell you about our culture. Here you will find respect, dignity, accountability, and the belief that every person has a chance to be heard. We believe conversations matter. and that people matter. And that's why we give every person up to 3 minutes to talk. Honest disagreements are welcome here. Tough conversations are welcome here. We do not create echo chambers here. What we ask is simple: respect the dignity of others. We don't put people down, we don't insult people. Um, blah, 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 blah. We don't put people down just because they think differently or their standards are different. We don't allow anybody to insult or be disruptive, be abusive, or behave negatively. Um, and if you do, we will put you in a timeout. This is not to punish you, but to protect the culture that we are building here. We are here to strengthen each other. You are safe here to debate, to ask the hard questions and the facts. We are here to listen, to learn, and to challenge ideas. We say this respectfully. We don't care about your truth. We don't care about our truth. We care about the truth, the actual truth. Whether you're a driver, a spouse, an owner operator, a company driver, a dispatcher, a broker, a cop, a shipper, a consignee, or a truck stop cashier, you are welcome here. Um, Everything said here is for entertainment purposes only. So please fact check everything that's being said here. Remember, people come up and sometimes it might not be a fact, like they heard the information from somewhere else. So they come up here and they say, "Oh, I saw this or I heard this from Fox or CNN." Screw both those sites, honestly. I believe independent journalists more nowadays than anything. Today we're going to talk about level 8 inspections from the good old FMCSA trying to screw the pooch again. Uh, Dang it, dude. Sorry about that, guys. Sorry about that. Let's see. Telly says we have to do something to get their attention. Absolutely. You're absolutely right. Just so everybody knows, here on TikTok, if you see me looking over here, I am talking to YouTube, Facebook, and X. And here on this, if you see me looking over here, I'm talking to the folks on TikTok. So as we bring people up, you're going to start hearing people talk about certain things, and then we'll get into it. Let's see. We have our first guest. Let me grab my stopwatch real quick. There it is. We got KJM in the house. Let's see. Here we go. Here we go. Trying to link up right now. If you're not speaking, please mute, and we will get to you after about 3 minutes. Everybody gets 3 minutes to talk, so just be patient, and we'll get you up. What's going on? The Rudy Bruce broadcast. What's going on, man? How are you? Welcome in.
I'm doing good today. How are you doing?
I'm good, brother. What's on your mind?
Oh, I was on your show earlier. I think it was last week or something.
Okay.
And it's great talking with you guys. I'm glad to hear you're doing something good.
Thank you. Appreciate that. It's not easy, man. It's like 5 steps forward, 4 steps back, 3 steps
Oh, I
forward,
know.
3 steps back. It just every time we fight one thing, it's like 5 more things pop up, and that's all by design to keep us chasing our tails, right?
Yeah,
Um,
that's right. Yeah, I'm retired now. Yeah, retired trucker. I guess I told you that last time.
yep. That's awesome, man. Good for you. Lucky.
Yeah, have you heard anything about the biker thing going to from Sturgis to that other place? I can't remember the name
To
of it.
Dearborn, Michigan.
Yeah, is that Dearborn they're going to?
I haven't kept up on it. I haven't kept up on that. No. I'm not sure. Is that about the whole like Muslim thing, all that?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. I don't keep up too much on that because dude, that's a lot of hateful energy can come from that type of getting into that. You know what I mean? That's a very passionate subject that I try to stay away from.
It's interesting why I haven't seen too much on it yet, but I'm being told about it, and I guess they're supposed to be there today. I imagine.
Oh wow. They did this a couple years ago, didn't they?
I don't know. I'm not sure. I haven't. This is the first time I've heard about this.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Overall, I am a patriot. I do love my country, and if our country ever needed me for something to save the country, I'd be there in a heartbeat, if you know what I mean. Wink, wink. That's for
Oh
sure.
yeah, definitely. So
That's
where are you tracking out of right now? Where you at?
right now I'm in Ogden, Utah. I'm in Salt Lake. I'm stuck. I can't find a load, which I mean, I knew that coming in here anyway, right? This is one of the worst places in the country to find a load. So I'm,
Oh yeah,
you know, but this is our scheduled live, so it's all right. What are you gonna do?
yeah. Good to hear. At least you got some company to tap into, and I love what you're doing. I think it's a great thing that you're doing.
Thank you, brother. Appreciate that.
Long overdue though.
Yes. Well, keep following us for more, and get involved if you can. Being a trucker, man. Once a trucker, always a trucker. Once a trucker, always a trucker. Yeah, I
No,
did it for a
definitely.
second.
It's
You
in your
know,
blood. It stays there.
that's right. We need.
Yeah, for sure.
How many years do you have experience?
Over 40 years trucking.
Oh, brother, we need you up in the FMCSA. You can't retire. You get your butt to Washington.
Well, I mean, like when you put up with all the bullshit I put up with, I mean, it gets a little out of hand. Like boy, I was doing Vancouver to Calgary and stuff, and there's so many accidents on the road now. It just screws up your schedule. You can't get it back,
I,
and it's just constant, and it's terrible.
yeah, I hear you. Well, listen, brother, we're gonna get to some other drivers. If you want to drop down and come back, and get in line, that'd be great. But
Drop out.
yeah,
I'd like to hear from some of the other brothers out there.
awesome.
I'll be in the back wings here.
All right, brother. Thanks for coming in, man. Come see us anytime. Okay. All right.
Okay.
All right, guys. Hang on one sec, Donald. I'll go ahead and drop you down. All right, brother. See you later. Samantha, welcome in. Are you ready to rock and roll? Hold on. I think I accidentally muted you. One sec, Donald. Thank you for your patience. Samantha was next.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Good morning.
How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
I am doing well. We got a lot going on today. It's going to be a great day.
Yes. Going to be a
Sounds like we
fantastic.
started a lively conversation already this morning. So what's going on with Vince?
Vince is stuck in Salt Lake, and what are you gonna do? Water off a duck's back. I mean,
Is there no load going out?
yeah, there's loads, but they don't pay well, and I don't work for free, and I don't fight for cheap labor to work for free. I don't play that game. So you know what? We'll just do the live, and then I'll wait patiently for a good load to pop up, and that's that. It'll happen. I don't get desperate. I don't get hyper and like, oh my gosh, I have to find a load, because that's where you fail. When you get all hyper and you freak out, you look at other truckers. Oh my gosh, guys are leaving. I got to get whatever just to work. No, if you're not pulling a profit, if you're not getting a great CPM, what's the point? What are you doing? You know. So
We forget that that's business, Vince. If you're selling eggs and it costs you if it costs you, I don't know, 40 cents to produce a dozen of eggs, based on what you're feeding chickens and whatever, you don't sell that dozen of eggs for 30 cents. This is every business in the world has to know that. So if you're a truck driver, you're not exempt from having to know that. Just you got to know that stuff.
right, right, exactly, exactly. Um, I hate it when my phone does this. All right. Well, yeah. So, yeah. Well, I'll wait till after the live. Something will pop up. It always does. Like I've told everybody, I primarily, I would say 90% of my freight comes from the load board, last minute freight, last minute, like desperate freight where a driver's sick or doesn't show up or something like that, and they pay high value to get that load covered. So people say it can't be done, but I mean, I've bought a house and supported a family of six for 9 years doing it. So I don't know everything, but I know that. So, you know, what are you going to
One
do?
of the things I found when people tell you something can't be done, it's because it can. Therefore, they assume you have less fortitude than they have.
Right. Right. Yeah, and people listen to what other people say. So if I got on here and I said, oh, there's great loads coming out of Salt Lake every day, they would go say that to other. A lot of people don't fact check things, and they just repeat what they say, parrots, right? And so there's false information that goes out there. That's why we have to fact check everything. Fact check everything. Simple. Yeah. All right. Well, Samantha, we're going to get to some other drivers. If you want to hang out, you can feel free to hang out. All right, Samantha. Thank you. David, welcome in. How are you?
Vince, my service kind of sucks, but I'll be here as soon as I get some better service. I'll talk. So just kind of.
Okay, perfect. That's perfect because I'm going to see what David has to say, and then I'm going to read a couple paragraphs on level 8, and then we can get into it. Level 8 inspection, then we can get into it. So that's probably perfect timing. David, welcome in, brother. How are you? Or Donald, I'm sorry, Donald. Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Uh, been at it now for 47 years, and
Damn.
I have been an owner operator part time, about to go into my big time. Finally found a group that I can be with that is actually making me some money. And he said, Don, if you want to go make better money, he says, I'll sell you one of my trucks and I'll put you on a board or as an owner operator. I said, well, we can talk about it. But here's the thing, we have a group. I know you probably know them, and you probably have dealt with them. It's called your team.
What? Hold on one second. Okay, what are they called? Um, yeah, I mean, you can say it once if you want. So you're looking to sell a truck. That's not exactly what we do here. Oh, gotcha. Okay, go ahead. Sorry, I misunderstood. Okay, gotcha. Okay. Well, I appreciate that, Donald. Donald, I appreciate that. If you want, you can DM me. That's not exactly kind of what we do on this show. I appreciate that. You can DM me the information. I'm pretty happy where I'm at. Yeah. Okay. How are they gonna make me money on loads though? I'm a lease owner operator. Well, very cool. Thank you for your service. Gotcha. Gotcha. Okay. What I would suggest. Okay. Yeah, DM me your phone number. We can talk about it more off the live. And then what I would suggest to do, are you trying to do this with like a lot of truck drivers, or are you just talking me only specifically? Okay, gotcha. Gotcha. Okay. Okay, gotcha. Gotcha. All right. Well, thanks. Perfect. Perfect. All right. Well, thanks for coming up, Donald. I appreciate that. And go ahead and DM me. We'll talk about it more. All right. All right. You too. Bye bye. All right, everybody. That was Donald. If you're interested in that, you can go give him a follow. Let's get into level 8 inspections. Operational test of in motion CMV inspections, level 8 inspections. Project goal as part of a commitment to explore. Hold on, let me blow this up. As part of a commitment to explore ways to improve roadway safety, FMCSA is researching the feasibility and potential benefits of in motion commercial vehicle CMV inspections. Referred to as an electronic inspector or level 8 inspections, though a proof of concept operational test, FMCSA will test the technical feasibility of level 8 inspections, measure their potential impact on safety and efficiency, evaluate use causes and implement options, and determine the feasibility of nationwide adoption. They want us to volunteer for this. We're all free people, but I will tell you right now, I will not be volunteering in anything that anybody asks me, because anything they ask you to volunteer for, hey, let me come in your truck and see how you do your job, blah, 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 right? It always ends up getting me in the back, right? Every single time, all people do is make money off us. So I'm going to opt out and say no. In 2017, the Commercial Vehicle Safety Alliance, CVSA, developed criteria for a new type of inspection, the level 8 electronic inspection, as a way, excuse me, to improve safety and efficiency. Here we go again with the safety clause, right? By enabling enforcement officials to check the federal safety regulation compliance wirelessly. While CMVs are traveling at roadway speeds and without direct interaction with a driver of or safety official, level 8 inspections focus on carrier and driver compliance. Most familiar to the level 3 inspection. Y'all know what a level 3 is. If implemented nationwide, the level 8 inspections have the potential to, get ready for this, improve roadway safety. Electronic inspections would collect more data on more carriers to help enforcement focus on higher risk carriers. Two, save time for carriers and drivers. And this is the big BS of all, to save time for drivers and carriers. This is what they always label it as. This ain't my personal opinion. This isn't going to save any time for this carrier or this driver. This is just going to cause more anxiety and more stress. But this is what FMCSA says, by the way. I'm reading from the FMCSA website. Electronic inspections would not require the driver to stop unless potential issues are detected, saving time for most carriers and drivers. I don't know about you, that doesn't sound like it's saving me any time if they stop me. Increase efficiency for enforcement. Electronic inspections would increase the number and broaden the reach of inspections without requiring additional enforcement resources. Kind of sounds like global or electronic tyranny to me. Until now, the technology to implement the level 8 inspections has not been developed or tested. Though technology provides have made significant progress in electronically collecting and transferring motor carrier and vehicle data in real time, working with CVSA and technology providers, the Federal Motor Carrier Safety Administration is exploring whether electronic inspections are technically feasible and how the concept could be leveraged to help improve safety. Yeah, to help improve safety. So I don't know about you guys, but I'm over it, right? That's kind of what it looks like, right? While you're moving, they want to do a level 8, basically. So I'll read one more little. I don't know if anybody watched our videos from the other day, but I'll read a short paragraph and then we'll get into it. Basically, let's see. All right. Truckers, they're coming for your freedoms once again. This is how we feel about it. Truckers, they're coming for your freedoms once again. FMCSA and CVSA launched a level 8 electronic inspections test. They say it's just a test. They say it won't affect your CSA score or safety record. They say it's passive, no enforcement. We've heard that lie before many times. Every new program starts as temporary or voluntary for safety. Then it becomes mandatory, permanent, and another chain around your neck. Now they want your truck feeding data straight to the government while you're rolling down the highway. No inspector, no stop, no chance to speak up. And they're asking you to volunteer. Don't. Because once the system is built, the test becomes the rule, and your or law, and your word doesn't matter. When they change the deal, when they change the deal. Truckers, we've had enough of these broken promises. Stand together, say no. So, what do you guys think about it? I want to know. Come on up and let us know what you think. All right, 31. We're going to hear from 31 and then we'll see what Sean thinks. Where are my keys? It's getting hot already. Hot August nights. Get it? Reno, Nevada, hot August nights. Okay. I'm not a very good comedian, so that's good. All right, let's see if 30 can connect. We're trying to get 30 to connect right now. We're going to get some AC rolling up in this freight shaker, and then we'll get into it. Level 8 inspections. I want to know what you all think. Come on. Let me know in the comments. What do you guys think? Let's see. Leah says Sean is out of the vehicle right now. Nice. Mario says, hey, buddy, how you doing? Okay, 30 is up. 30, how you doing, man? Let's get you a gift. There you go, buddy. How you doing? 30, are you with us? 30. Oh, there we go. Woo, let's get an expand. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, we can't be doing that. Uh-oh, I gotta drop you down, buddy. Sorry about that, folks. We highly suggest here at Truckers Unite Now for you not to be recording or streaming while you're live driving a commercial vehicle. Not that we're judging anybody, but we don't allow that. 30, if you're parked, we'll let you up, but we can't allow people up if they're driving a commercial motor vehicle live on blah, 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 TikTok. All right, let's see. We'll give it one more shot. Bam. Facts. MT Hyatt 16 says facts. That's right. That's right. Again, we're not judging. Hey, we are free Americans, right? We believe in freedom. If you want to stream live on TikTok while you're driving down the road, that's your right. But we just it's not a good look. You know what I mean? I would not suggest to do it personally. I'm not going to do it. I don't do it. And let's not use our phones while we drive, people. Let's be true professionals, okay? Let's see. A Astro says, I'm sick of these silly rules they keep coming up with. Yeah, bro. Well, don't participate. If you don't like them, push back, fight back, and don't allow them, brother. You are this US citizen, right? You have more power in your pinky than Donald Trump has in his whole body, or any Congress member or senator has in their or in their whole body. And here's the thing, right? Everybody focuses on the president. Don't worry about the president. Worry about Congress and Senate. Those are the men and women that push bills, that make laws, that make rules. Donald Trump just signs it off at the end of it. If everybody agrees with it, he's like, okay, right? So let's focus on Congress and Senate. Let's focus on midterm elections. You want to have some real power? You want to see some real change? Let's create a law getting rid of lobbyists. How about that? How about allowing people to run for office without having to come up with millions of dollars? How about that? Because our forefathers, that's not what they designed. That's not what God Almighty designed through them, right? Anyways, United Lobbyists of America. Yeah, I hear you, brother. Let's see. AA says they keep making us jump through more hoops. That's right. Well, here's the thing. They don't control you. You control you. You actually control them. If enough of us, little ants, go up against the grasshoppers, their comfortable life goes down and our shitty life actually gets better. And who's actually turning the wheels? Who is actually out here breaking their backs, sweating, bleeding? Is it them or is it us? It's us, right? So it's up to us to, it's always been up to the people, man. That's what I've realized. It has always been up to the people to make change. You know what I mean? That's why I drive for change. Do, 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 do. That's why I drive for change at WeTheTruckers.com, baby. WeTheTruckers.com. One of the best websites in the world, right here. If you haven't checked it out, I don't know what to tell you. All right, let's see what we got.
Hey Vince, can I share a thought with you?
Of course you can.
This is just, one of the crazy things that hit my brain yesterday while I was working in my journal.
I love your crazy brain. You know that? I do.
Thank you. I thought, what if we were to really observe where we are right now, what our situation is, what our life looks like, and what if we took out a pen, one of those pens, and we put it in the map, right in that spot, right there, right? And then if we really took the time to consider where is it I want to be, where do I want to go, and we took another pen and we put it in that spot, and then what if we took a piece of red yarn and we put the one end under that first pin and we stretched it all the way out to that other pin and we put the other end under that pin? But wait a minute, we're not done, okay? What if we then turned in the direction of that second pin and we took a step? And then another step. And then another step. Because if we're not doing that, Vince, we're just walking around in circles and the map doesn't really make a difference because we weren't looking for direction anyway.
I dig it. I love your thinking. I remember in high school when I was taking I took the ASVAB test for the military, and then I took what's the other one? Not the SAT, but the one that, back in the day, right? For Gen X, they used to have this. What is it?
Was it the ACT?
That's the one to like determine what you'd be good at, right? Like there's like 200 questions. And I remember them teaching us right before that, have a life goal for yourself every 5 to 10 years, right? Have a thought, like two thoughts of where do you want to see yourself in 5 years? Where do you see yourself in 10 years? And start today towards the goals and the steps to get there, because it takes many, many steps to get there, right? Start slow. And I've always thought of that. Now, I haven't always implemented that, especially after becoming a truck driver, but it's very wise. What if we all had that mindset? Okay, how can we stop all this against global tyranny, government tyranny, corporate tyranny? How can we stop this? Because there's not that many people ruining our life. It's amazing that we, the people, are allowing this. And I'm talking in every country as human beings. It's just, it's mind boggling. It is mind boggling. So I really like that. It's kind of like this level 8 voluntary program. Don't participate. Don't volunteer. And then it won't become rule or law.
Right. See, the reality is there is a plan for your life. You are following somebody's plan for your life. Why not figure out what yours is?
Exactly. Well, one thing I know for sure, corporate giants, they're showing up on Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays to the government and speaking what they want. And so are the global elites. They're hiring lobbyists to get what they want, to make themselves comfortable. You know, the whole 5,000 of them. You know, there's not that many 3%ers, right? So, what if we showed up to the party? What if we showed up to these meetings? What if we showed up in numbers and made phone calls and sent letters and emails and just flooded Congress and Senate with our to-do list, our pursuit of happiness list, right? What would come of that? I wonder.
Hey, that reminds me, we are looking for constituents in Pennsylvania and Arizona. We're looking for constituents in Missouri. Getting ready to deploy a congressional outreach, and I need some folks that want to be part of that. This is a great place for us to talk about what's wrong and what we can fix. But, ladies and gentlemen, until we do the work, all the talking is just, what are we doing? Like, I could be sleeping. I don't need to be talking about stuff we ain't gonna do nothing about. So
Right.
if you live in one of those states, if you're in Arizona, if you're in Missouri, if you're in Pennsylvania, if you want to be a part of the people that are going to make a difference, reach out to Sean, to Vince, to me, and let's put you to work. I know you guys are busy. I know you are, but I also hear you talk every day about how you have to sit 3 hours at a dock. Now you can sit 3 hours at a dock. Mention about sitting at a dock. You can sit 3 hours at a dock and do something to make a difference. Which one are you going to do?
That's right. Absolutely. So, all of you that are watching right now, if you heard that, if you're from Missouri, reach out to Samantha. We're all trying hard to bring that goalpost closer to you. Sean, what's going on, man? Are you with us? Or are you still not available? Mr. Sean, okay, I don't think he's available yet. Oh,
I kind of hate.
okay. Uh-oh, what happened here? So what do you think about this level 8 voluntary program set up by the good old FMCSA that cares about truck drivers?
Well, I think it's something that we should be looking into for, uh, you know, it's another squeeze on us, right? It's another keep track of what we're doing. And I think, uh, there's double sided swords. And
You're breaking up really bad. You're underwater.
he wants to get all the. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, now you're good. Now you're
I
good.
think it's just an avenue for them to. I think it's an avenue for them to collect their data even more, especially when Sean Duffy's putting on there that we have an illegal program in our industry. He wants to clean it up, and he's using both sides to say, hey, you know what? We need to collect your data. We need to collect your data. So it's pretty rough. We should be looking into this stuff and saying, hey, you know what? We don't want our data collected because that's going to push for more revenue, right? We got to look at the revenue side of what's coming out down the pipe for us, right? So let's say they put this level 8 inspection in there. If you just were on your logbook, or if you just got a soft tot there, they go about one of these vehicles in the end getting ticket for, you know, it's it's better off to be able to use the court system. That's what our forefathers said the court system's for. That's why we have DOT officers. This is why we pay so much money in taxes. It is for them to actually find it. So I mean, if we give them the leniency away and take that power, it's another spot where it takes the power out of the driver's seat. That's what we go to school for and learn and make sure that we have everything documented before we run these trucks and make it safe out there for the roads. And when we look into this, 5% of accidents, this is what they're basing off, about 5% of the accidents is created by improper malfunctions of equipment. I mean, if you look at, they say this big number of 5%, but you got to look at the whole population, you know, not just trucking, because they can't get the numbers just off of trucking. They got it off a whole database of every single driver. And my argument is how do you pull this number off of studies that we're not even for sure on, right? So we have people that come on to visit that actually go to like Walt Disney World, and all that stuff. So I mean, they can't give an accurate number, and accurate numbers always ends up being a fear for the trucking industry. So I think it's important that we all stand together. There's some states that are so right now, and I think it's the guys that are in the 27 states now. It's a pull all the way behind it, saying, "Hey, you know what? We're not giving up our information. Why do they need our driver license number? Why do they want your social security number? And why do they want to give it to a third party, like a pre-pass and drive-wise, and all these other things? Government control should stay within government control. When we start arming our citizens to be against citizens, we have a problem." And that's what's, George Washington says it the best, and all these other guys are saying, hey, you will pay your rights away when you give up rights for surveillance. And, I encourage everybody to get out there and do the research. We've researched it all the way around. Want to copy it, feel free. We can actually link it all. So the point is, and the face that they're showing, right? It was called the magical trick. The magicians in the FMCSA, and that's what they're doing right now. They're doing a magician trick right in front of their own eyes, saying, "Oh, this is how we're going to get rid of the illegals out of the industry." But you see this level 8 inspection, and it's not like, okay, we see where it's coming. We're giving our rights away to fix their problem, right? They're the victim. They're trying to pull out that they're the victim in this, Oh yeah, we didn't know that we had this problem. And let me tell you something. Anytime you want to play the victim, I mean, it's you see the writing on the wall. So yeah, that's pretty much what I got in.
Yeah. Sam says government control is the issue. It was never supposed to be control. It was supposed to be oversight. Absolutely. And those are different. Yeah. Here, I want to let everybody know there's a very special power we all have. It's one word. Thank you so much, Raising Arrows. I appreciate it. It's one word and it's 2 letters. It starts with N and it ends with O. It's no, right? There's this little girl and she's in elementary school, and she wants a ding dong, right? She wants a dessert. So she goes to the first boy and she says, "Hey, can I have your ding dong?" And he says, "No." Then she goes to the second boy, "Hey, can I have your ding dong?" He says, "No." She goes to the third boy and she says, "Can I have your ding dong?" And he says, "Sure, here you go." Well, guess what? Now she has a dessert. She's just going to keep going until someone says yes. Well, the first 2 boys get to enjoy their ding dong, right? The third one doesn't get to enjoy his dessert, right? So just say no. That's all you have to do. Okay, I wasn't trying to say anything about men or women, whatever. It's just an analogy. Say no. You can say no to the government. It is your government. You are the boss. You are the employer. I want you to start looking like that. Like with the police and the government, I'm not saying advocating at all for destruction of private property or violence or anything like that. But the police, law enforcement, they are your servants. Obviously, be respectful. They're human beings, right? The government, be respectful. They are human beings doing a job. But at the same time, you're a human being. You're the one in charge. You're the one in power. And you have to set the standard. You have to set the culture. You should tell them what to do. If you don't do it, the global elites will. Corporate giants will. And they are. That's why our life is so crazy right now. That's why, look at these flock cameras. It's to a point where they don't even ask us permission anymore. You know why? Because we don't show up. We just keep watching Netflix, eating poisonous food, destroying our minds, making the medical industry rich because we would rather be more comfortable, with comfort food than doing the hard thing, exercising, right? And I'll be the first to say it's not easy as a truck driver to get out and walk 30 minutes. It's not. It's not. But that's why they designed us working 14 hours a day to make us so tired. We're just like, I don't have the time to get healthy. I don't have the time to be powerful. I don't have the time to cook some healthy food in the truck. Instead, I'll just walk into Flying J and I'll buy some poisonous food because that's my only option. Well, why is that your only option? That's what I want to know. You go to any other country and the liquor stores don't sell just processed food and candy and chips and everything else. They sell a variety of stuff. Their candy section is very small. Go to Indonesia and look at the grocery stores. Go to an Asian market and look in that store and see how big the candy section is. See how big the junk food section is. It's like half of one section compared to the entire store. Okay? So it's all by design. But here's the thing. We can stop it. Just say no. Don't participate. I'm not going to. I don't want anybody around my truck. I don't want anybody near my truck. I don't want anybody asking me to volunteer. I'm not filling out a survey. I'm not giving any person trying to make money off what I do for a living. I don't even want to talk to them. I had someone from my high school a couple years ago, an old friend from high school was like, they DM'd me on Facebook and they were like, oh, I see you're a truck driver now and blah, blah, blah. Hey, I'm trying to do this new device and blah, blah, blah. Would you be willing to test it for me? I'll give you a little money. I'll give you a little bit of sugar. Oh, wow. So you mean I can actually pay my electric bill this month while you make millions and make my life harder and create more restriction for me, more anxiety, more stress? Sure, let me sign right up. And I have done it in the past, but I'm not anymore because it's too much. You can always say no. You can always get to a point where you're like, enough is enough. I'm going to change. There's going to be a new me. I'm going to get involved, and enough is enough. It's time to be patriots, people. It's time to get involved. It's time to push back against all this greed and corruption and evil. And y'all know what I'm talking about. Just pick a subject. It's hell on earth, and it's time. So let's get into it. Level 8 inspections. Oh, I don't want to do that. Hang on one sec. All right. Let's see. Contractor. Oh, that was it. Okay. Let's see. FMCSA website is not very user friendly on a phone. That's for sure. All right. The operational test is currently collecting data that can be used to access the feasible of the following components in CVSA's Level 8 inspection definition. 1. Descriptive location, including GPS coordinates. Do you guys want another person knowing where you're at all times? You have to answer that question, not me. They take your US DOT number, your power unit or your PU registration, your operating authority, your unified carrier registration, your UCR compliance, FMCSA out of service orders, electronic validation of who is operating the vehicle, appropriate driver's license class and endorsements for vehicles being operated, license status, vehicle, valid medical examiner's certificate, and skills performance evaluation, also known as the SPE certificate, current driver's record of duty status, RODS, and hours of service, HOS compliance. So, do you want more control? Do you want more anxiety? Because every 5 miles you're going to be passing one of these if you volunteer. You're going to be passing one of these. And here's the thing. They're eventually just going to sell it to second, third, and fourth party data collectors. So now your license, where you're going. I mean, who knows? Is it going to pop up on our phone now? We're in Alabama, but we're from Nevada, and now you're going to get go to this restaurant, do this, do that. Dude, it's too much. I'm tired of people making money off my freedoms. Enough is enough. Let's see. Pastime for a Change says he likes Kelly's energy. The only thing that I might have missed, I didn't see sign. Uh, uh, let's see. Original Tennessee Redneck says, how long have I been a truck driver? 12 years, Redneck. I'll read some of your comments. All right. Let's see. For those of you just coming in, we are talking about level 8 inspection that they are trying to implement. as you're driving down the highway. How do you guys feel about that? Let me know in the comments. How do you feel? Let's see. Telly says, "Guide me the place, brother." Okay, you're talking a past time. Um, Here, I'll read it again. We did a video yesterday and today. Truckers, they're coming for your freedom again. FMCSA and CVSA launched a level 8 electronic inspection test. They say it's just a test. They say it won't affect your CSA or safety record yet, right? They say it's passive, no enforcement yet. We've heard this lie before. Every new program starts as temporary, voluntary, and for safety. Then it becomes mandatory, permanent, and another chain around your neck. Now they want your truck feeding data straight to the government while you're rolling down the highway. No inspector, no stop, no chance to speak up. And they're asking you to volunteer. Don't. Because once the system is built, the test becomes the law or the rule. And your word doesn't matter when they change the deal. Truckers, we've had enough of broken promises, haven't we? Stand together and say no. So I hope everybody watching this, I hope you go let everybody know about this. They sneak these things past us. They implement these things without asking us, and then they sell our data. And then what? Where's this all going? Let's see.
Can we talk for a sec about where this is really going?
Sure.
Do you guys understand the whole reason for the level 8 inspection is because as they deploy autonomous trucks, they have said we're going to stop every 250 miles to get inspected. So the level 8 inspection is an electronic form of that so that they don't have to stop. What they need to do in order to prove that level 8 inspections are feasible is to do enough level 8 inspections now to get that process approved. They're in the middle of a study. They have to make the study come across as though this is a feasible option. They want to use you as the test subjects to prove that the system that will replace you is feasible. I need you to understand what's actually happening. People say, well, this is a conspiracy theory. Hey, don't trust me. Go do some doggone research. Look at where we're at. Look at who's investing in autonomy. Do you understand that Werner is one of the biggest investors in autonomy right now? Come on, people. This is not hard to figure out if you just stop listening to the people that are throwing rhetoric at you and use your brain and stop saying, what did he say? What did they say? No, based on what I know about the world and what I know as being a human being, the books that I've read and the conversations that I've had, what do I believe is true? What makes sense? What doesn't make sense? What doesn't line up with everything else that I know to be true about the world? Let's start thinking that way. It's called critical thinking. It is a lost art form, but I promise we can bring it back.
Absolutely. Look at I Iabo, I hope I said that right. Iabo says all those freedoms are already gone, bro. What's left is if they can lock us up in the truck. So I disagree with you. I respectfully disagree. They want you to think that your freedoms are gone, but your freedoms are never gone. Regardless what they implement, we the people can change whatever and reverse whatever they've implemented. So your power is never gone. Your freedom is never gone. Ever, 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 ever. What's that movie? Braveheart? Mel Gibson? Freedom! Your freedom is never gone. Ever, ever, ever. So don't believe what they tell you. That's exactly how they want you to think. They want you to feel powerless. They want you to think that you're powerless. But if you have air in your lungs and your heart is still beating, you will always have freedom. All right, he's coming up. Let's get Telly a gift. Telly, what's going on, man? Thanks for coming up.
Oh, the only freedom we have out here with drivers is to stop and go to the bathroom.
Can we change it?
I would hope so.
Well, there we
I
go.
want to.
Same.
But the question is, how? I mean, I'm just being point blank honest. It's talking the round table, baby. And I stand with this, and I wish it would happen. I pray to God I wish you had. Have pick a week, shut these trucks down 3 days, hell, even 4 days. We would have them when we want them.
Well, the
How
only,
many people would not get their medicine in those 3 days? Well, I understand what you're saying, but when the shelves are empty and they have nothing to give, then they would really see what. How does that make us any better than them? I agree with you. I agree. I'm not saying it's a good thing, but we've got to do something to get their attention. Show up at the round. Do you get invitations to the round table on Friday? No, ma'am. Well, reach out to me, Vince or Sean. We'll make sure you get an invitation. I'm telling you, this is where the work happens. When I say we're not talking about it, you can talk about it or be about it. The round table is where we are about it. So show up, man. We will show you what to do next because we are going to change it. And here's the thing: for all the naysayers that say we can't, we're going to change it for you too.
that's right. That's right. Kelly, I understand your frustration and I feel like I want to give up every morning I wake up. Truly. Like first thing in the morning, I just feel I go on social media and I see another freedom taken and I'm like, dude, like
And Sean,
what do you want?
I'm right there with you, brother. I'm to the point to where yeah, I've got 27 years. Like I told the wife, if I can make it 3 more years, I'm going to retire. I'm going to. I'm going to give it up and let the youngsters have it.
But can you retire? Can you afford to retire?
Well, with the way that I've got my fund set up and how I've got everything, I'll have a big portion of my house paid for. I should be able to. I'm hoping and praying.
Yeah, I am too for you, brother. I hope so too.
But I mean, I love driving. I mean, if I didn't, I wouldn't have been doing it for all these years. And I mean, and I'm all for helping drivers out, giving advice, being there for them, being that support system. I do it just about every day. I get 3 or 4 phone calls a day. Drivers asking me things and trying to mentor and help them. But this industry's not fun anymore. And if you can't
Absolutely.
enjoy your job, why the point? Why do?
Absolutely. Well, here's the thing. If we all band together and stop it, we can stop it. Oh, everybody Everybody wants to call me today on the live. If we all band together, we can stop it. We do have the power. I know it seems pretty impossible. I know it seems grim. It seems dark. It seems impossible, but it's not. There's not that many people ruining our lives. They're just very organized and they show up. You know what I mean? They don't just complain. They do something about it. They organize. Look at FMCSA. If a lot of guys like you, 27 years, all organized, we could become self regulated again. Anything is possible. Anything is possible. I was just like you a year ago. Look at what we've formed now. Do you know how many people we've brought together just on this platform and on YouTube, Facebook? We have brought so many people together that now are figuring things out and they're building teams. That's what we do. We build teams inside of teams. We motivate people. We lift each other up. We keep telling each other we can do it. Instead of all the negativity that you see programmed into us on social media and the news, I rarely even watch. I don't even watch actually news anymore. Fox, I don't trust them. CNN, I don't trust them. I don't trust any of them. I don't even know you, but I trust you more than I do Fox or CNN, Democrat or Republican. I'm sick of it, bro. I'm sick of hearing about everybody fight over the 2% of different that they are. So we're helping people realize, hey, we're all 98% similar. Don't focus on the 2%. Focus on that 98% that we're similar as Americans.
See, that's the thing. It's so easy to focus on that negative.
That's because that's all we're seeing.
It is hard. It is really hard to be positive out here in the trucking industry.
It
really
is. It is. But it's not impossible. But it's not impossible.
Kelly, is be willing to do the hard thing. Because to me, you know what's the hardest thing in the world? The hardest thing in the world would be if it stayed just like it is right now and nothing ever changed. See, what we have to realize is it just seems harder. Once you get into it, I mean, have you ever had a day where you just didn't want to get out of bed, man? You just didn't want to get out of bed. But once your feet hit the floor and you got that cup of coffee, it's like, oh, it's gonna be all right. That's what happens when you do the hard thing.
Yeah.
Do the hard thing. And then tomorrow do the hard thing again, and before you know it, it's not as hard. And then you get to pick something harder that makes a difference. Every time somebody says, we can't, there's nothing we can do, I say the same thing. Nope, that's a lie. Look me in the face, tell me the truth, which is doing something's hard and I just don't feel like it. You know what? I'm the girl that feels like it. I think you're the guy that feels like it. I think everybody in these 36 people in this live right now are the people who feel like it. They just thought they were the only one. Well, you're not. We all feel like it. Let's go get something done.
Absolutely. Pastime, did you have a question for Telly?
I do, and I also want to say something. They said 36 people in the room. If those 36 people told 10 people, you know that's 370 people. And if they told 10 people, you want to keep on going? Like, it's all about the voice. And I'm going to ask Kelly this, right? He knows who I am, and I've been around. We've been talking, but you know, the one thing I don't see is the drivers, yourself, and anybody else getting out of that truck and saying, "Hey, check out Truckers Unite now. Check out We the Truckers. Check out Pastime for a Change." These guys are trying to do something. What I see is everybody tell me that nothing can be done. I don't want to hear that nothing can be done. If it can't be done, then tell me how it can. Right? This all started out with my idea of going to get loads and all of us drivers working, whatever that is.
Hang on one sec, or original. Go ahead, Pastime. Finish up. You got it.
Anyway, so all these people, they want to say we can't do it. That's not what I want to hear anymore. I want to hear how can we do it. Again, like I said, this all started out with a brainstorm idea of mine to just go get our own loads and to work amongst ourselves and to give each other, you know, loads and stuff. And it was Chris Bennett that came to me. And the reason that I respected him was he actually stood up to me and said, "No, you can't do that. Right? That's illegal." So we started doing the research and we said, "Okay, it's illegal. How can we do it?" Right? So I said, "All right, let's do it this way then. Let's use their system against them, but not use them anymore." Right? And you know what I get from all the drivers? It can't be done. Right? Let's go on this big strike. Let's all 100 of us stop driving for 9 hours. Right?
Yeah, that won't. Yeah.
Let me explain something. If we do that now, we're done. Because all we're going to do is piss the public off. And yeah, we could become united enough right now because enough people are hurting. But if we do that, they launch autonomy just like with the shipyard, right? You think those shipyard union workers wanted to go back to work with what they had settled for? No, they were told that the military industrial complex was going to come in and autonomize the whole damn shipyard, and while they were gone, they didn't need to come back. That's what will happen in this industry. They will.
Yeah, and Telly, yeah. So first off, yeah, we can't say the C word. We have to say pandemic. It's TikTok's. You're fine. It's TikTok's rules, not ours. But just so you know, we're saying these things respectfully to you. Like we understand the feelings of what's going on right now and how it feels like it's hopeless, but it's really not. We're trying to encourage you. We're trying to motivate you to flip that mindset because okay, let's say you want to get healthy and you want to start walking 30 minutes a day. The very first day, if you never walk, if you don't walk every day, the very first day you get out, you're probably only going to last 10 or 15 minutes, right? I mean, I go through spurts, right? Okay, I go through spurts at 48. Oh my gosh, thank you so much. That's cool. I go through spurts right now. If I don't walk for like 4 months, and I'm a skinny guy, right? Like I'm pretty healthy. But when I get out, driving 70 hours a week is not healthy. So when I get out there and I start mind frame, getting going again, I only last about 10 minutes the first day. And it sucks. And then the second day, I last 15, and so on, right? After about like maybe a week and a half, it's hard and it sucks for about a week and a half. But you know what happens after that week and a half? My body, when I wake up throughout the day, it like craves, like my legs are craving to get that energy, get that feeling of walking 30 minutes, like a fast paced walk, right? Doctors say if you walk 30 minutes a day, it'll cut down 90% of health problems. So I do my best and I fail. But here's the thing, I never give up, right? Even when it sucks and I'm like, man, I screwed up. I went 4 months without walking. Man, I got to get back on the horse and do it again. So I think that's where we're at with being in 2026 with the global elites, the corporate giants, the government screwing all our lives. We all feel the way you do. But the difference is changing your mindset. That's what Pastime's talking about. Change the mindset and just start walking, dude. Like you're and it's gonna suck at first. But the more you get going, the more you talk to people like you are right now, you're coming up here and talking, you're gonna feel good after this live because you connected with people. You didn't just stay down. Not that it's bad staying down in the comments or watching. That's okay too. But you feel better when you connect with people and you build relationships. You do. Because, dude, what do we do? We're just in these trucks all the time. I mean, look at, right? 90% of these, 100% of these truck drivers are not, look at, he's just in there looking on his phone, right? And it's horrible that we've become this way. So that's why we're trying to get the mindset of, hey, start talking to people because the pandemic did screw us up. And then inflation hit, right? It was all by design. That's why everybody's so pissed off. Everybody's so depressed. Everybody's so angry. Everybody just wants to complain. It's because that's what they want. I don't know about you, but I don't want to give them what they want. I want to destroy and interrupt their entire pinky brain of I'm going to rule the world. I want to destroy that. I want to stop them in their tracks. And so we're building a team, teams among teams. Join us, brother. We'll help you find your gift. You are more powerful than Congress and Senate. You're more powerful than Donald Trump. You are the boss, brother. You're the boss of this country, not them. The global elites aren't the boss. Best Buy isn't the boss. Best Buy ain't shit without our dollar that we actually earn. That we actually earn. Okay? Every drop of sweat off your brow is a penny in a politician's pocket. You pay their salary. So you tell them what to do. They don't just go do whatever they want. I mean, they are right now, yes, but we have to stop that. That's what I'm saying. I mean, I like your idea, the strike thing will never work because how do you win a W, right? Like in another country. Well, hearts and minds, right? The civilians, the public in Vietnam, they were trying to win the hearts and minds, not just fight the enemy, right? Because just fighting the enemy isn't enough. You have to win hearts and minds. So if we were to strike, do you think we would win the hearts and minds of people with diabetes that didn't get their medicine? People couldn't wipe their butts anymore. You know, they'd be using leaves again. I mean, it's an idea. Yeah, babies. Right. Do you blame them? I don't blame them. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Well, let's get to, hey, Telly. Telly, will you just hang out for a second because we have originals been waiting for a minute. So just hang out for a minute, all right, brother? All right, all right, brother. Wow. So you're 1,000% right. I'll tell you why though truck drivers aren't doing it. Mega carriers are what, 14% of this country, and yet they enforce all the policies that are BS, like don't stop. Even lease owner operator, the biggest lease owner operator companies that are out there have policies, right? Their policies that say you can't pull over for somebody broke down. You can't pull over and put out a fire because of liability. So you're absolutely right as far as what you're saying. The way we change it is we just do it. We don't allow them. From what I hear, what truck drivers were like in the 70s, like you and your dad, I heard truck drivers were badass. Like they didn't allow anybody to put up with shenanigans. And my feeling about that is I think most truck drivers are still that way. We've just been so conditioned to comply instead of being American and have patriotism and fight back that we allow it. What do you think? Pushback, pushback. Mm-mm. What happened? Brother, you can't say the K word on TikTok. They'll kick us off. TikTok shop. TikTok shop. F1, please. It's okay. 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 Wow. I think you could say who it is. I don't think that's bad to, unless they don't want it being told, because then everybody will want a handout, maybe, you know? Yeah. You know how that goes. Is it an Indian company? Okay. Gotcha. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. I think I know exactly who you're talking about. Yeah. Wow. Well, you know what, brother? For every one of you and me, or for every 100 of us, there's maybe one insurance guy, right? Or law enforcement or government official. Maybe out of 1,000 of us, there's only one insurance guy. And these are the people that are telling us what to do. These suits and ties up, and not that I'm judging them or disrespecting them. We need them to do their jobs too, but they're up in some skyscraper in New York making all these BS policies that we're choosing to follow. Why are we following that? I'll tell you what, I'm the same way. I don't know if I can even say it. I'd probably get in trouble. Let's just say there was a situation where I helped a person and I wasn't supposed to. I won't say what year or where it was, but when it comes to helping human beings, I don't care about money or things or the damage of things. If I can help save a human life, I don't care about the things on this planet that are going to be in a landfill one day anyway. This truck is going to be in a landfill in probably 5 years, right? Let's be honest. So maybe 20, I don't know. But this phone that I'm talking on, it's your phone that you're talking on. It's going to be in a landfill in probably 10, 15 years. So the thing that's important and the thing that is special is our life and the time that we have on this earth, right? Because we all have an expiration date. Why do you think they cover up uh, when people expire or are unalived? I'm not saying intentional or accident. They try to hide it really quick, cover it up. Why? Don't let the kids see it. You know what I think? I think we should let kids. I think at 18 years old, you should have to go into an old folks home, a retirement home, and watch hospice, be with those people, listen to their stories. My father just passed away. He was in hospice. He served in Vietnam. He would thank you. He was a combat vet. Agent Orange gave him the C, and I'm not talking about the pandemic, the other C. And he was only 80 years old. I think that's young. Everybody in our family, Italians, we usually live into our upper 90s. So at 80, I feel like his life was cut short because of that. And in the end, man, dude, at 48, bro, so many light bulbs have gone off in my head with going through it with him for 3 weeks. Well, 2 years of the disease, and then the very last 3 weeks of his life on hospice. Dude, so many problems aren't even problems for me anymore. The way I treat my wife is different, my kids, you guys on here. It's like I really value our time because all these little things we argue over are really stupid. They really are in the end. When it's your turn and when it's my turn, you realize that. I think, and they want to hide that from us. They want to hide the fact that you don't have forever. You know why? Because they want you working like a dog slave. They want you paying your taxes so for their dreams. And that's what we're here to push back against, to let people know, no, it's about your American dream. It is about your pursuit of happiness, not Congress and Senate, not the president, not Best Buy and Home Depot and Walmart. To heck with all of them. I'd love to see them go out of business and 5,000 small mom and pop shops once again come up and be retailers for grocery, the products at Walmart, that kind of thing. And I know what everybody's going to say, oh, but it's way cheaper. Well, how are we doing right now? Everything is so cheap anyway. Planned obsolescence, right? Everything is so damn cheap, made cheap. Yeah, things are cheap, but everything breaks down in a year or two. Tools, electronics, everything. I don't know about you, but when I buy a hammer, I never want to buy a hammer again the rest of my life, or drill, or anything, right? Sorry, go ahead. Mm-hmm. I do. It's the selfishness, brother. That's probably what you're upset about. Yeah. 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 Mm-hmm. Yeah, we need someone like you. We do. We need you, brother. Um, and so original. What? I'm sorry to interrupt you. Go ahead. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Um, what we seem to be developing into and being really good at is building teams amongst teams. And what I mean by that, at the round tables, we help people find their gift, whatever they're passionate about, and we help motivate people to keep going, and then we support them and we get other people to support them. Because one thing's for sure, anybody that's successful on this planet, number one, will fail 10 times before they're successful, if not more. And two, need a lot of support. No famous person that created something amazing or came up with a great law or rule or invention, no one person ever did it by themselves. You think Elon Musk built SpaceX by himself? Do you think, or do you think there's thousands of great engineers in there that are trying to build the impossible, right? However you feel about Elon Musk, he is doing some amazing things with that. It's and so that's what we do. In the round table, it's a private meeting. More and more people are showing up, and a lot of people want to get involved. They just don't know what to do. So we just talk to them like this a little bit, and then we hear their complaints. We're like, "Oh, you'd probably be maybe be good at this," and they're like, "Oh yeah, you know what? How do I get started?" A lot of people just don't know how to get started, or they need motivation. They need support. So that's what we need. We need people among people among, I mean, it's people. Everything is about people. It's not about money. It's not about things. It's about people. You know what I mean? So, original, if you want to stay and hang out for a second, I would love to have you hang out, but we got to get to a few other people if that's okay. We need someone like you, brother. 27 years, that is gold to us. That's the wisdom we need. Brother, we need that wisdom, that beautiful brain of yours, that experience, that wisdom, that skill set. We need men and women like you that tell us all, like, hey, like, I have 12 years experience, I don't have 27, so you do have more experience than me. You know what I mean? We need people with experience that are making the shots, not FMCSA, not some insurance guy that's never been in a truck before. He's never suffered. He's never missed a mortgage payment. He's never missed a car payment. You know what I mean? We need people that have struggled in their life, that are not disconnected from the public. You are not disconnected from us. They are. They're disconnected from us, bro. That's why we have to get involved. Let's make it self-regulated again. Maybe you're the next Jimmy Hoffa. I don't know. It's possible. And I'll tell you this, when you get involved, it makes you feel better. Being connected with people and starting something that's great for the people, dude, it makes you feel whole. It really does fill that void in your heart. For me it's God first and then all people underneath it. But if people that don't believe in God, we all have a hole in our heart. That's why we buy things and we do things and we look at social media and dopamine and candy and all other addictions, right? Because we're all of us humans are trying to fill that hole in our heart. Well, I mean, if you've been a trucker this long, that's the universe telling you, like, this is where you need to be. And trucking is a $1 trillion business. It's the biggest industry in the country. If we can get trucking locked down and be self-regulated and be great again, and a 21-year-old could get in the industry and buy a truck and support a family of four and have a great American middle class blue collar dream through his or her hard labor, then the medical industry can follow, then the farmers can follow, then we can bring this nation back to where it was in the late 1700s, right? Anyways, original, great talking to you. We're gonna get up to Freaking. He's been waiting a long time. All right, brother. So hang out for a minute if you want. Um, all right. Freaking, welcome in, brother, and thank you for your patience and sorry for the wait. Hey, freaking trucking. Tag, you're it. All right, I think he took another phone call. We'll get over to Scott real quick. Scott, welcome in, brother. How are you? Let's get you a gift. I can hear you. What's on your mind? Um, Go ahead, Sean. Eh, And I have a yeah, and also Scotty, also Scotty, okay, also, Scotty, I have a secondary for you. I don't know if you know Wayne Campbell from the driver side on Facebook, but I have his personal phone number. If you want, DM me, and he's in charge of. He does a lot of disability acts for truck drivers, like exemptions through DMV, and so does Sean. Who was the guy that just came on? What is his name, dude? The guy that he's paralyzed. Go ahead, trucking history. Go ahead. Welcome in. Yeah, Scotty, I have six rods in my L2 vertebrae. I don't know if that helps at all. And I get numbness everywhere also. Been doing it for 12 years. Now, I haven't needed an exemption for my particular case, but like Trucking's history said, reach out to Wayne Campbell. He's here on TikTok also. He used to be the driver's side. He's got like almost 500,000 followers over on Facebook. Great guy, loves to. I think he specializes in the hearing impaired for truck drivers, but he's launched all kinds of. He's started bills throughout the government. He's done all kinds of work. He loves to help. Uh, like if you can't get your medical cert, you're a decent person, he'll help you out. And then rolling with the Calvary also. If you want to DM any of us, we would all be more than happy to help you the best that we can to get that going. What state are you in? Okay. At least you didn't say California or Illinois. Woo! Thank you, Jesus. um, just kidding. Just kidding. Well, don't give up. If that's what you want to do, don't give up. Nice. Nice. Um, Alrighty. Well, yeah, we'll get you in touch with those people. Rolling with the Cavalry, Wayne Campbell, and I'm sure Trucking History would be happy to answer if she can help you. She's really awesome. She cares. Um, just reach out to us, DM us, and we'll try to. Have you actually tried yet with the DMV or no? Or you're just afraid that they're going to turn you down? Not yet. So okay. Well, don't be afraid. I mean, whatever, even if you fail something, you can go back, you can go get a doctor to usually write it off or, different medications. You can get your doctor to write it off as a commercial driver and stuff like that. So, um, nice. Nice. All right. Well, best of luck to you. And I'm glad no, no, I'm sorry. Go ahead. You're breaking up trucking history. You're underwater pretty bad. It's okay. All righty. Well, Scotty, thanks for coming up, brother. We appreciate you, okay? And we'll see if we can get you some help. All right? And come back and see us anytime for updates. Let us know. All right, brother. See you later. All right, back to, oh, he left. Oh man, original left. I wanted to ask him one more question. Original, if you're still there, let me give him an invite. I wanted to still talk to original. Oh well, there it is. All right, we are going to be ending the live soon. Pastime, did you have any other thoughts, comments, statements, updates? Yep, I think he's a robot. I think he's a robot. I do, yeah. Alien robot. Mm, nice, nice. Our life, our life. That's right. Mm. 30 years. Mhm. Right. They're on trailheads now, brother. They're on trailheads now where people, yeah, they're on trailheads. No, don't practice. Don't you dare practice. Civilians, the public. Shut. Shut. I love it. Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, everybody, wow, that was a pretty good live, I thought. God bless everybody here. Thank you so much. Look at 24 still watching. Thank you so much, man. You guys mean the world to us. Thank you for supporting us. Thank you for the comments. Thank you for the gifts. Thank you for the likes, tapping that screen. Look at, oh my gosh, 107,000 likes. Somebody with their finger, literally, you guys did 107 taps on the screen, got us into the FYP, pushed this agenda a little further today. That's what it's all about. Go ahead. Oh, you're right. No, it does say 147. The U on Unite, like, shaded it. I didn't. Yeah, no. Yeah, you guys, you're the power. Okay. It's for years I sat around saying, you know what? Somebody's gonna fix this, right? Somebody's gotta fix this corruption, this craziness that's going on. Someone's gonna get up, someone's gonna push back. But guess what? It's not true. It's got to be you. It's got to be me. It's got to be all of us. It's going to take all of us. We got to show up and do the hard work. And it sucks. I agree. I want to just be American and go to work and, have enough money to support my family and go on vacation and be comfortable, right? That's what I would like to do. But no, these greedy, evil people at the top want it all. They're not going to be happy until they have cameras in the bathroom. Trust me, that will happen. If you keep giving away your rights, if you don't show up, they are going to show up and they're going to be making money off it. They're going to be making a lot of money off it. Their life is going to be comfortable. So you got to ask yourself at the end of the day, do you want this constitutional republic to stay intact? Do you want the Constitution to stay intact? Do you want 251 great years of actual freedom? Or do you want all this control with the flock cameras? Don't be deceived by the it's for your safety or we're going to find all the missing kids. Yeah, sure you are. You've said that time and time and time again. Every time you take freedoms away from us, you tell us it's going to get better, but then all of a sudden you're making money off us. I'm going to say it again. Donald Trump, like 2 weeks ago, I woke up, I saw a short. He goes, oh, and these flock cameras, y'all have to just accept them in your community. And America, we're going to make a lot of money. We're going to make a lot of money with these flock cameras. Oh, and taxes. Taxes are going to go down. Taxes are going to go down. So it's like, there's warning flag number one. And whether you like Donald Trump or not, just focus, please. Don't focus on Donald Trump. Focus on what this person is saying. More control equals more money with less taxes. BS, BS, BS. I don't buy it anymore. It's always the same statement by these representatives. You know what I mean? It's always the same thing. It's some kind of safety or comfort disguised as freedom, but really it's more control, less money in your pocket and my pocket, and more taxes out of our pockets to make them money. We are literally funding our own demise, people. We are. We're funding our own demise. The government was never supposed to be as powerful as they are. Okay? They are there for our pursuit of happiness, not the corporate giants and not the global elite. Okay? They're okay. They're fine. They don't need more. You need more. You need to be able to make your car payment. You need to be able to pay your mortgage. You need to be able to feed your kids and support your grandkids' dreams as they get older. Do you know just 2, 3 generations ago, grandparents and parents would be able to have like a little bit of money for their child at 18? I mean, our whole family, that's what our family's been doing for generations. Oh, you're 18? Here's 50 grand, figure it out. Go buy yourself a house, go buy yourself a car, start a business, do something with your life, right? Go to school or start your own business, one of the two. One of the two. You can't do that anymore. It is so hard to get anything done. You hit a brick wall everywhere you go. That is by design. Corporate giants don't want you to start a business, a small business. But that's the real strength of America. And personally, I think that's one thing that the pandemic was about, was to shut down small business. Because why was it that the bigger corporations were essential? even the barber, even the barber down at the barber shop. How is he not essential? Go ahead. Oh yeah, right. Do you know 6 feet distancing? Yes, the 6 feet distances or distance. What's his name? And the masks. Fauci said that there was no rhyme or reason. He had no scientific data for that. He just came up with it. He just came up with it. So see, we gotta get rid of people that are narcissists, want attention, power, or money. Those are the people that we should not vote for to represent us. The person we need representing us is a blue collar worker who has a lot of wisdom that is for the people. That even if they, for I'll give you an example. Northern Nevada, we have two districts, right, for congressmen in Nevada. So my district is Northern Canada, or sorry, Northern Nevada. If I were to run for congressman, let's say in 10 years, do you know what I would do? Let's say we were passing a bill for, I don't know, to spray paint tires white. Let's say all the people in my district, 90% of them wanted spray paint their tires white. And I go to Washington, D.C. Oh my goodness. Everybody and their brother. Sorry about that. And I go to Washington, D.C., right, to get this bill passed. Let's say I don't agree with spray painting tires white. I'm part of the 10%. Well, guess what I'm going to do? I am going to support the bill to spray paint the tires white. White. Why? Because that's what the people want. It's not about what Vince wants. It's about what the people want. But that's not what it's about today, now is it? So what are we going to do? Are we going to sit back and take it? Go ahead. Ah, I like that. I like that. Absolutely. Yeah, and I don't know about everybody here, but I will never get on my knees. I'm American. I will not get on my knees to serve anybody. The only person I'm getting down on my knees for is God Almighty. That is the only person. Well, I guess he's not really a person, but you get the drift. So how far do we want them to take it? Because they'll take it all the way. They'll own your wife, your house, your cars, your kids. They'll tell them what they already do in public school anyway. Not that I'm judging public school. My wife and I, we homeschool. Why? Because we don't trust the schools to teach our kids. The Declaration of Independence, they don't even teach what to do with a tyrannical government. Why? Because they don't want people to know that. I highly encourage everybody, go read your Constitution, read the Declaration of Independence, read your Bill of Rights. Get involved with your state. That's where the real power is, right? The states, not the federal government, but the states. Get involved. I know it can seem boring, right? But the more excited you get, the more involved you get, the better your life gets. The more freedoms you have, the more money you make, the happier and the more joyful you become. Because if you have, it does take money, right, to go on vacation, to get your family nice things. So everybody says this. A lot of people say the same thing, right? When I go to docs and I talk to people about this kind of stuff, everybody is on the same term as right now as far as, well, what can I do about it? Yeah, there's all this corruption. Yeah, it sucks. But what can I do? That is the comment every time. And I'll share with you what I shared with them. That is the way things are, but you can change it by getting involved. You are extremely powerful. The government is your employee. You are their boss. You are the employer. The government is the employee. And by the way, so is the global elite and corporate giants. They are nothing without us. They don't go out and earn their money. It's a game to them. It's a money game, right? And they have a lot of it to play with. Everything that they stand for is a house of cards. Not all. There are some great, global elites that do okay, that have created great things. Yes, they've provided a lot of jobs. Yeah, let's give them that. But how much are they paying for those jobs? Just enough to survive? I'm sorry, but that doesn't sound good to me. Oh, I'm able to keep a roof over my head, food in my mouth, and I can have clothes. Okay. Now, a lot of people say, well, you are lucky to be in the USA and in other countries, blah, blah, blah. I'm not in other countries. I'm not in Mexico. I'm not in Africa. I'm not in China. I'm in the United States of America. That's what we care about, and that's what we should focus on. And why is all our tax dollars? Why are we allowing our tax dollars to go everywhere else? Instead of complaining that our tax dollars are going somewhere else, please get involved. Come to our roundtable meetings, 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. It's on Google. We'll send you a link. Let us know in the DM. You can let Sean know. Pastime for a Change know. You can let Samantha know. Um, we're building teams amongst teams. We are live on TikTok, Facebook, X, and YouTube. Scheduled lives every Tuesday at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time and Fridays, 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. We also are doing what's called our tag event. We do a barbecue. We have drivers get involved every 15th of the month, and we tag them. We make the screen big on whoever is feeding truck drivers at the truck stops. We're showing brotherly love. We're showing sisterly love. You hear a lot of people talk about, well, in the 70s, it was this way, that way, whatever. You hear veteran truck drivers talk about it all the time. Well, instead of talking about it, let's be it. Be the change. I drive for change. Be the change. Only you have the power to be about change. And I promise you, if we all get involved, us truck drivers, we're tons sons of you know what. We are. We have strong minds, strong spirits. No one can break us. Would you agree with that or no? We can't be broken. So let's show them what we have. Let's show this world what the American truck driver is about. Enough is enough. Let's show them. All right, who's coming up? All right, we got a couple more people that want to come up. Then we're going to end the live. Again, God bless everyone here. Thank you so much for the shares, the likes, the follows, the comments. God bless you. Thank you for your time, spending your time here. Look at, there's still 14 beautiful souls here. Thank you so much. All right, I guess neither one of them wanted to come up. Yeah, they gone. All right, we'll just end the live. Pastime for a Change. Any last words? T-Rex. Nice. Ooh, I like that. I like that. I like it. Love it. Love it. Oh, nice. Dude, I'm doing that next week, actually. Yeah, I got some graphics coming in too. That's awesome. That's how we get it done. I like it. I like it. Brother, billboards are actually really cheap. Like if you do the ones in the middle of nowhere, like on farms, they're only like, it's like 150 a month, you know? We could do like four of us, it's like $30 and just do four of our logos or something like that. I mean, $30 a month. Ah, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. Well, that too. That too. Yeah, right. Absolutely. I need to go buy my own trailer again. Yeah. I know, but for the billboard part is what I'm saying. I know it's overrated. You just break even is all it is with a trailer. You don't make that much. My estimation, about 500 a month. I mean, it's after you pay the trailer off, that is. But if you're still making payments, if you get a loan for one, you're pretty much just making the payments every month. You're not making any money until you pay it off. And then when you pay it off, you only got, what does a dry van have? About 20 years, right? Give or take. So it takes 10 years to pay it off. So you only make money for 10 years on it. And yeah, you're not wrong. It's crazy. It's crazy. Thank you for the follow. Yeah, so let's say no to this level eight inspection. Let's say no. Do not volunteer. I'm not volunteering. Some boo boo. That's I've done it the last 2 days. I think I'm gonna let's do a marathon on it. Let drivers know. Anyhow, all right. Well, how's it going, Jaffa? Welcome in. How are you? Good, good. Oh wow, wow. Welcome in. Okay, I'm gonna give you a follow. Hours of service. And they'll just send it. They'll just yes, sir. You want to volunteer? Y- Well, and you know what, Jaffa, Jaffa. Instead of us talking or complaining about it, though, we need to start being about real change. You know what I mean? That's the only way to change it is to get involved and do it like you're doing now. Just talking to each other and getting that brotherhood back, like what you knew of 27 years ago. That's what we're doing here. We're bringing it back. We're building teams amongst teams, and we hope that you join us. We're tired of the tyranny. We're tired of the control. We're tired of the Karens and the Richards of the world and the greed and the evil. Dude, it's too much. It is too much. It's time for us to push back against them and save our constitutional republic. Enough is enough. You know. We, yeah, we're not changing it. Yeah. And you know, Sean, you know the worst part about it, sorry to interrupt you, I just want to say this. The worst part about it is they're at the point now where they're just doing it without asking permission. How dare them? How do they actually have the cojones to just go against the public and do whatever they want? How dare them? Right? Like flock cameras. Shame on them. Uh huh. Could you imagine doing this to your family? Could you and your friends? Could you imagine the cojones it would take to take freedoms away from your wife, your kids, your grandkids, some of your best friends, like just manipulate and lie to them and do whatever you want to benefit you, but you just rake over the people that you care about. Could you imagine? I mean, that's what they're doing to us. They're disguising things at the end of a bill in a 2,000 page. It's supposed to be simple, cut, dry, and simple, right? But it's not. Read the entire bill. And they do it in the middle of the night. And they add 20 things to it. It's like they know Americans are working so hard. That's why it is the way it is. Everything is set up so that you don't pay attention. Hey, watch more sports. Don't Not that I'm judging anybody that's watching sports, but hey, watch 20 hours of sports a week. Let us keep you entertained so we build our dreams while you're just working for our dream. That's what they're doing more and more. So if we don't get involved, small business will be a thing in the past if people don't get involved. It's not very much longer until we lose it. You know what I'm saying? And this is the best country we have, right? This is the most opportunity in the world from that I know of is here. So just go look at the desert on the border of Arizona, Texas, California. Go look on the border and see how many bones are on near the border of people trying to get here.
Drivers are going to have to be out here. They're going to have to do inspections on the trucks. They're going to have to strap the loads down. They're going to have to do all this stuff. But at the end of the day, how much is that going to pay compared to what if you were to actually drive that truck and going down the road? I had an argument in a live the other night with, if we look at this veteran bill coming in, right? And they're lying and saying, hey, 600, you're going to make six figures, right? But at the end of the day, we all know that's BS because the company that they're giving it to is Warner, and Warner pays about 50 to 60 cents. That comes out to 64,000, not six figures. And my thing is the opportunity of trucking to have somebody else live the American dream and bring somebody out of poverty into middle class is an option, right? So we take that away. We get rid of the middle class. What do we have? We have rich and poor, or we have rich or we have control and rich, or poor and you're going to do whatever they say. And that's where we're standing up against. And
So
I don't think a lot of them know it, right? I've been looking into the problems. Like these guys are all put into certain spots strategically. I mean, like they know every angle to put this guy here, put this guy here, put this guy here, and we're seeing change without even them knowing about it. I don't even think they know that they're even working with each other. They're just all like, okay, I'll make this change. We're looking at who's the president of the ATA. It used to be Sam Graves, and now it's Ted Cruz. I mean, these are the things that it's like, why would you take that? And then we go and look into their profile, right? And then it shows that the ATA's policy says that you must own trucks and be a company owner, right? But yeah, their president doesn't own a company or nothing, and it's like you're making decisions for something that's been out here for hundreds of years. The ATA's been involved, and now you guys ain't even following the bylaw. So I mean, there's a lot of things that to me sets red flags, and that's what we need to expose. I mean, that's what it's all about. Is getting it out there, getting it in the right person's hands, and holding them accountable. Enough is enough. So yeah, it's crazy.
So Jaffa, what do you think, brother? What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, one, okay, with the autonomous trucks, okay,
What do you got? Robots out there swinging doors back in the trailer, back in the doors, hooking them up, unhooking them.
If we allow it, yeah, if we allow it, they'll do it. They'll make more money. They want to get you out of that truck. They want to get me out of this truck. You think they want to pay you and me 200 grand?
Walmart's already doing that, bro. Like we say, how are they going to do that? They're already doing it.
Are they?
You've seen how they back into a door, right? And you can open the doors from the inside. Well, the robot can open the doors once it's inside. That's easy enough. Like they're already doing it.
They've already given out millions of dollars right now for safe. This is what they call it: safe technology for trailers. Right? What's the safe technology? That again, we're looking at it. Hey, this is going to be safe technology on these trailers. Like past time saying, they can open up the doors. So you don't think they're not going to be able to make it to where to open up its doors itself? It'll be able to drop its airbags to where it needs to sit the height for it to go onto a dock. It's how they're hiding in between these studies and these and changing stuff that we look at it going, oh man, yeah, you know what? It's technology. It's going to be better for us, right? But we're not looking at what is the best income or better outcome for those guys, right? Let's make the trailers open up the doors. Let's make the trailers to see if it's the temperature controls right. Let's make the trailers do,
Let's create a job for myself. That's what it's about. Let me create a job for myself of somebody that actually does something.
How do we replace a driver, right? How do we place the technology to where a driver doesn't have to be there to check the trailer, right? If we put sensors on it and technology into it, like you're saying, they can do whatever they want, especially when they have taxpayers' money. That's the bad thing about it.
You know what else though?
We're actually paying to replace our own selves.
Yes.
Literally. Because the people that are in power that's never drove a truck is allowing it to happen. They're saying, hey, you know what? Yeah, that's great. That's great information. We should look into that. Right? Here's $1 million. Go find the problem, find the solution.
Right.
Meanwhile, while they're finding that solution, they're looking for their own solutions of how do we fix this way so it best works for us. And that's the dangerous part of it.
Right. Well, we're going to be shutting down the live here, guys. So let's do pastime. Did you have any last words again, or are you good? Okay, I think.
Say over and over and over.
Hang on. What's that?
The sensors go bad. Sensors go bad. As the truck's rolling down the highway, just keeps on rolling, doesn't sense that car, that stop traffic in front of it, and wipes out, 15 families.
Yeah.
Yep.
Exactly.
So sensor may be the life of somebody, of your, mom or dad or your family being on the road over a sensor. And to me, that's is why they're playing with the insurance company, right? So they're when people say, oh, they're wanting to cap $10 million on it, and with technology, if you look at technology in a whole, right, we have to look at the studies that like Facebook, right? Just a few years ago, they're being sued and you could get the money, you could sign off on it. I think you got like $20, right? Because of technology on it. We look at ChatGPT, right? They just had a $54 billion lawsuit that they settled out for and said, hey, you know what? Here's the money. Here's what you're going to get. When that money's out, you're not going to be able to double jeopardize this. So you can't use double jeopardy to sue them again because they've already paid out. And that's what's going to happen with trucking. I keep seeing it writing on the wall, and I'm all like, man, you think about it. They want us to sue them so that way they can settle out for millions of dollars instead of trillions of dollars or billions of dollars. So it is a dangerous realm because technology, we've let it slide and let them get away with it, right? ChatGPT was kids were unaliving themselves at an early age. So because they were using ChatGPT as a counselor, right? And it made them do it. So what is technology and how is it going to be held at a standard to say, hey, you unalive 15 people, this is what you're going to pay out, because eventually that money's going to run out. So I tell everybody, open their eyes and actually look into the fine prints instead of looking at the big picture and going, oh, okay, now it makes sense, So we have to look at all these little things and go, all right, we see what their strategy is. How do we stop them? How do we control that? Because right now they're using legislating to change that, right? We look at the lawsuit with the brokers and everything else. It's all lining up for them when they come out into this industry that they're going to have the free pass, and all American people are just going to be forced to live with it, deal with it, and that's going to be the norm.
So people, let's stop this. Let's put a stop to it. Pastime for a change. Final words, brother.
Everybody, get out of your truck. If you're within the sound of my voice, get out of your truck. Go talk to the guy next to you. Go talk to the guy on the next Buell Island. Just, tell him, we're trying to fix this, but we can't fix it without you. And the final words is, it's past time to be we the truckers. Driving for change. Truckers, unite now.
I love it, brother. Thanks for coming in. If you guys are not following Pastime for a Change, you know what to do. God bless and thank you, Pastime. And Ed Jaffa, any last words, brother? And also, I hope you come back and see us. I hope you support us. We will support you as well. And I hope you come to our roundtable meetings Friday, 2 p.m. Pacific. It's on Google. We can send you a link if you want to get involved and join one of the teams or start your own team.
I'm on Eastern Coast.
Eastern, so that would be 5 p.m. your time.
Yep, 5 p.m.
Fridays. We hope that you come, brother. We need more men like you. Yeah, we need more wisdom like what you have. You know what I mean? So we would really appreciate it if you would come over there and talk with us.
Absolutely.
All right.
All right, guys.
Yep. Thanks for coming up, man.
Be safe.
Yep. You too, brother. Keep the shiny side up. All right, guys. If you're not following Jaffa, go give him a follow. And Misfit, thanks for your patience, brother. Appreciate it.
It ain't no problem, man. So I just real quick, I heard Sean talking about autonomous robots and so on and so forth. Does everybody understand and know that Budweiser, if you ever hauled a beer load from 2008 until now, Budweiser has been loading trucks with robots since then.
Since when?
Prior
Since when?
to that.
20 what?
Oh, I noticed it when I started driving truck in 2009, right? So they've been using it ever since then, but I know they could have been using it prior to me coming into the industry, but Budweiser's already using the robots to load trucks, right? Who knows remember the show Dirty Jobs?
Oh yeah, with Mike Rogan.
His name was.
Yeah, Mike Rowe. Yeah.
He did.
Great.
He did an episode on trucking, right? And
Oh.
he called it. He called what was going to happen in trucking years ago, right? Unfortunately, he didn't see the COVID thing coming. You know what I mean?
Can't, gotta say pandemic, brother. TikTok shop.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
He
Just
didn't know that the pandemic was going to be the door, the Trojan horse for this to fester into what it's festered into, right? So I encourage everybody to go watch Mike Rowe. Go back and watch some of the past time.
Did you see his last I watched like a little bit of I forget who he was interviewing with, but he did an interview on how bad like college, like everybody says go to college, right? And today there are so many men, let's just take men for a second because we're 90% of the infrastructure. That's the facts. It's nothing sexist, it's just the facts. So when we're talking about specifically men in the United States of America, we have 350 million people, right? Now most are like old or young, or there's not, I forget how many able-bodied young men there are from like 18 to 30. But Mike was saying, and this was this year, right? This was just recent, the interview he did.
That was with the military guy.
Yeah, Sean. Yeah. Is it Sean Ryan? It might be Sean Ryan. Yeah. Sean Ryan. He said 3 million men. Now, we're all for technology, right? Great. Technology is great. If it'll make our lives better or safer, great. But when we're talking about just making a rich person richer or a government official richer, and it's not helping the people of the United States, it's not helping blue collar, it's not helping small business, it's not helping the middle class, because that's the real strength of this country, the middle class, right? Truck drivers, nurses, teachers. He said 3 million able-bodied young men from 18 to 25 are unemployed living with their parents. And that's because they're not doing plumbing, they're not doing electrical, they're not, a lot of them are going to college and getting a degree in art or literature or something. Bro, you know, I'm almost done with my 4-year degree, actually. And you know why I dropped out? I dropped out after 3 years. You know why? Trucking makes more money. Trucking makes more money as a company driver.
My son, he's 28. Well, no, now he's 29. He went into plumbing 6 years ago.
It's beautiful.
6 years ago,
Beautiful.
he went in as an apprentice. Last year, he opened his own business. This kid is making over $500,000 a year now.
Oh, that dirty plumber, that plumber crack.
Exactly.
Man, keeping his wife happy, keeping his kids fed, buying a house. I mean, what does a plumber know? Dirty old plumber, you know? Yeah.
I'm so proud of him.
That's awesome.
You know what I mean? I'm so proud of him. And my daughter, which is my middle, she works for Mazda.
Okay.
She's a finance manager, an internet manager, and she
Nice.
makes close to 250, 300,000 a year with Mazda.
So she worked her way up, right? Started at the bottom, worked her way up. See,
She
that's,
started off as a sales, and now she's managers.
you know, a manager at In-N-Out makes like 140 a year, 150 a year.
Yeah.
In-N-Out burger, bro.
Right. Look at the Buc-ee's managers. They make bank too.
McDonald's, you know.
The point is that they fed us this lie about college, right?
Yep.
Go to college, get a desk job. Who wants to go work in the hot sun? Well, Mike Rowe made a really good point. If you want to make a good living for yourself, and even if you want to get rich, go do what the others won't do. Right?
Bingo.
So we've seen this progress into this industry. It started in the farms, right?
Mm-hmm.
We see it out in California. We see the cheap labor, the labor that comes from over the border, so on and so forth. Then we've seen it in the construction industry, building houses, so on and so forth. Then we've seen it in our landscaping, and it's progressed. Right. We're seeing it in our warehouses now, and now it's in trucking.
Dude, anything disguised as Misfit. If I ever come to you, if we're talking in person and I'm like, hey, Misfit, I'm going to make your life more comfortable. I'm going to make you more money and you're going to have to work less. And I'm going to keep you safer. If I come to you and I say those things, run the other way. Okay? Because actually I'm trying to profit off you is what I'm, not me personally. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All these people that talk about safety, look at this level 8 now coming out. That's what we're talking about today, the level 8 inspections. Now they want to do a pre-trip on us. It's basically like a level 3, but a little more intense as far as, go ahead.
Tennessee already does rolling inspections on us.
I would think you'd have to get a warrant for that, no?
No, they roll up next to you and they creep up. They start at the back and they come up alongside you real slow and they look at everything on the outside of the truck. They see anything on the outside of the truck, they'll either pull you over or put you into the scale. And they'll get you in the scale and put you in the bay.
It's getting to a point where you dude, none of us can be perfect. And by the way, machines are not perfect either, right? How many times does your phone glitch out on you? How many times have you been on a website and it took you somewhere else, right? So I don't know what they're thinking. This autonomous trucking, driverless trucking, I don't want a hazmat inhalation placard load in a metropolitan city glitching out, or, you know.
Our kids help innovate some of this technology. Okay. One, Tesla. Tesla is the father of this technology. I'm gonna say Tesla is because Tesla was the one who came out with the first self-driving cars here in America.
Well, don't get it mistaken though, brother. Look, real quick, a lot of people are confused on that. Electric trucks and driverless trucks, autonomous trucks, are two different things. People get confused.
Tesla was the first company to bring driverless cars to the industry.
Correct.
Right.
You're right.
So remember the game that came out during the pandemic, Pokemon Go?
Oh yeah.
Go here and get this Charizard. Go here and get this.
At the
Go here and
park,
get that.
people were
What
like,
they were doing,
yeah.
They were mapping the areas. So this is a
Wow.
park here. This is a building that you're gonna have to go to. Now they take that data and they put it with the data from Tesla. Now they can see the streets, the corners, the intersections, highways, byways, everything.
I didn't know that.
We do this to ourselves because we are entertainment junkies.
Just like your, what do you call it? What is it called? Like your face to open the screen? Why the hell can't I think of it? Yeah, facial recognition. And remember the iPhone, like 5 or 6 iPhones ago, it was your fingerprint. Dude, nobody thought about it, right? There you go. There's all your fingerprints and your facial recognition. You just gave it to them.
Because I don't have an eye. Here, I'll show you guys. This is me, guys. Oh, this is me. I have no eye,
Oh yeah,
right?
yeah.
Because of that,
I thought you meant iPhone. I thought you meant iPhone.
I literally no
Literally. Yeah.
eye. And so because of that, facial recognition doesn't work for me.
Man, you're one of the lucky ones actually on that.
So a lot of these apps here on TikTok, you know how they use your face to put on makeup or
Yeah.
costumes? None of those work for me.
Oh wow.
I
That's
thought about
crazy.
doing TikTok because it's discrimination.
You should. Dude.
I would absolutely done that.
Sue them and then take. Go ahead, freaking.
I'm kind of seeing this through a different lens.
Thank you, Pulita. Appreciate the follow. Bro, take that money and do trucking advocacy with it and move the ball for us, you know?
I'm seriously thinking about it.
You should. That's discrimination. That's prejudice.
It's
And it actually is.
It's discriminating against disabilities.
I would
It's
call
disability discrimination.
3 lawyers, bro. Call 3 different lawyers and for like disability discrimination or something like that. And if one of them or all of them hit, do like 3 to 5, just a free consultation and see if you got something like a social media lawyer. I would,
Right.
bro. Watch
Like,
me.
how can I participate and have fun on social media if I
Yeah.
can't use none of their apps?
You're discriminating against me.
Yeah. I'm gonna go home and cry in my bathroom.
It's funny. That's funny. Ancient, let's see, Ancient in the chat says it's not about race or immigration. Too many men for the new automated system. Yeah, you're right. I mean, if it's described as comfort, gonna make you more money or give you less taxes, run the other way. It's not for you, it's for them. Misfit, you got any last words, brother? We're closing down shop. We're closing down the show. Any last words?
No, I just wanted to put that out there. You know, point people towards Mike Rowe, let them go and watch some of his stuff because he's very accurate on our industries and the downfall of it. You know, and like the comment that you just read about too many men for.
I know there's more women than men on the planet Earth. Hello?
History is going to repeat itself, right?
Yeah.
We had too many men were prior to World War One. Then we had too many men prior to World War Two. They had to reset. They weren't thinking that they were going to have a baby boom after World War Two because they thought half of the population was going to be X'd out when it wasn't. So now we're staring down that same barrel again today with all the crap that's going on.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyway, it was a pleasure, guys.
Yep.
I just wanted to point all that out about Budweiser and all that good stuff. I mean, we've been dealing with it for years now, and it's just now starting to come to a head. People are starting to notice it. But
We still have time.
hours straight, manipulating logs, and at the end of the day, it's only affecting all of us.
You know what I say to that though, bro? What I say to that is it's called freedom. Those that want to use an HOS or an ELD, I mean, let them use an ELD. Those that want to use paper, let them use paper. And anybody that violates any kind of rule or law or policy that the people have made, hold that person accountable, not the entire group.
It seems like my thought at a point where they don't know how to read a logbook now.
You-
They've been using the computer for so long, they don't know how to manually calculate.
Educate. You're breaking up a little bit there, brother. You're breaking up just a little. You're breaking up a lot. We can't understand you.
How about now?
Now you sound good. Yeah, shoot.
Okay, hang on a second. Okay, hang on.
All right.
Just so long as I know I'm not going out of my mind, somebody tell me what the minimum rate for rate is these days again.
Okay, well, it varies, brother. Yeah, hourly. You want to know company, owner, operator? What kind of you gotta? Okay, but the average for a truck driver, like overall.
What's
Go ahead.
So I can make anywhere from $1.50 a mile, bucks to $5.50 a mile.
He wants an average.
I'm talking about the rate contract.
Average for dry van right now, the spot market rate right now is probably around $253 a mile.
How much? How much?
Probably anywhere from $2 to $3 right now. It's starting to go down again, from what I'm noticing. Which is
$2 to $3.
So like if you're in Atlanta, if you're in Ohio, if you're in Atlanta, if you're in Ohio, if you're in cities where there's more freight and less drivers, it's gonna be more.
I know.
You really can't base it on like an average. There's no average. Like I get anywhere from $1.50 to $5.50 a mile.
I don't know about that because I picked up. Well, no, I'm talking about the dry van on the rate contract.
there is. All right. Listen, first of all, okay, there is an average spot market
So
daily.
I'm leasing a truck right now.
Yeah. Well, the average, don't ever go off the average spot market, bro. You have to go off your CPM, your cost per mile, because the average spot market is always 99% of the time, it's Oh my goodness. Hang on, hang on. Sorry about that. Can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me? Sorry about that. Let me cool down my phone. Sorry about that, guys.
Okay, just to make a quick joint here. I'm under a lease. I'm under a lease thing where I'm paying about 1800 a week, right, for the truck,
Okay.
and then I have to pay for fuel, and then if a nail gets the tire, I got to pay for that. I mean, it's just getting absurd with this company. In the beginning, when I leased the truck, I was doing good when they were getting better rates at $3, over $3 a mile. Now I'm just gonna. I stashed a little money, not enough to catch an airplane home and find another job somewhere else.
Let me.
My
Okay.
dispatcher is so it's one of those deals where he's from another country and he's trying to nickel and dime me to death on top, taking money off the rate contract. And I'm used to that. I don't care how much they take, so long as I make money at the end of the week. And I explained that to him.
Okay. This is what they do. Hang on, guys. This is what all trucking companies do. They let you make an average paycheck for the first couple weeks, maybe a month. Then they give you a couple amazing paychecks, and then it just goes to hell from there. And they're hoping you'll stay on for the ride as long as possible. That's why trucking has a retention problem, not a driver shortage.
Yeah, and I talked to this driver representative that's supposed to be the go between the driver and the company, and that guy's from Egypt. His name is Marwan. Nice guy, but he's got no bloody clue of what really goes on over here. I said, Marwan, he's in Egypt. One guy is in not Serbia, but Lithuania or something. The company is out of Chicago. You know who they're hooked up with. I don't even tell. I don't even say.
Are you talking about a lease purchase, M?
Yeah, the lease purchase here. So look,